With a declining number of subscribers and increasing competition, Netflix faces some important decisions. After the release of their latest romance movie, the question is whether Netflix will ever continue working on their own romantic novels. Why is it so bad that people are questioning the fact if there are more than 10 lines in the whole script? Let's dive in the movie and explain why Netflix totally failed at their romance game. 365 Days. This day is the sequel to the 2020 erotica, 365 Days. It picks up with Massimo and Laura getting married after the latter survived her car crash. While Olga starts messing about with Domenica, Massimo and Laura end up happily married, but that happiness doesn't last for long. Trouble is brewing as Massimo slips into old habits. When Laura spies Massimo heading off at a party with another young woman, she suspects the worst. Thankfully, Nacho is there to help. Complete with gorgeous good looks, he takes her under his wing and whisks her off on an adventure she'll never forget. Early in the movie, we learn that Nacho is a gardener and that his father is a wealthy man. Although that is accurate, the shocking, well, not really, truth is that Nacho's real name is Masilo Nacho Mato. He's the son of Don Fernando Matos, who happens to be part of the local mafia. As fate would have it, these guys are also the rivals of Massimo's family. Because Laura came willingly to him, Nacho's original plan to kidnap her didn't come to fruition, and he actually grew real feelings for her over the time they spend on the beach. He taught her how to surf, she had erotic thoughts about him, the usual stuff. This sudden realization over who Nacho actually is shocks Laura, and she feels betrayed. Eventually, she asks to be returned to Massimo, wanting to end these gangster games. However, she's not allowed to and is forced to attend a meeting with Nacho's father, where Massimo is scheduled to be in attendance. All of Laura's actions up until this point have been driven based on one particular instance at the party. She walked in on Massimo having sex with his former lover Anna at the party, and was too shocked to say anything. When she left without saying anything, refusing to speak to Massimo, the truth soon becomes clear. Now, Anna's play in all this is that she wants to unite their families. Massimo refuses and even accuses Anna of being behind Laura's disappearance, given she's left with Massimo's gardener, Nacho. It turns out that Anna was actually having sex with Massimo's evil twin brother, Adriano. Massimo never bothered to tell his wife about his crazy evil twin, as you do, and as such, it was all one big misunderstanding. Just to hammer home how crazy he is, Adriano sports a really annoying tic, where he clicks his tongue when he speaks. As the film reaches its crescendo, Don Matos uses Laura as a bargaining chip. Nacho's father is not happy about Massimo expanding his business so much and wants him to hand everything over to Adriano. It turns out Laura's car accident was deliberate, and a warning from the Don. He eventually admits that Adriano would be far easier to control. Massimo is enraged, standing up and shouting across the table. Adriano was responsible for Air Father's death, and there's no way he'll leave the business in his hands. When Nacho shows up, Don Matos requests Laura be brought in. Only, there's a problem. It turns out the wrong bodyguard took Laura, and she's currently with Adriano and Anna. Oh. Adriano takes Laura off to an empty, secluded building. Whilst there, Anna comes out the shadows and stands alongside the evil twin, both sporting handguns. Wanting to get Laura back, Nacho and Massimo put their differences aside and rush to the scene, sporting guns of their own as a big OL standoff ensues. So what happens here? Well, a lot happens, actually. Adriano holds Laura up at gunpoint. When he lets his guard down, Laura makes a run for it. Laura is shot in the stomach as a result, while Anna is shot in the chest. Adriano is then shot by Massimo, while Nacho turns the gun on Massimo, and thinks twice about firing. As Nacho walks away, Massimo tends to his wife, who's bleeding out on the ground. Under the rules of plot armor, one would assume that Laura has survived, especially if a sequel is on the way for this one. It could well be that she was wearing a bulletproof vest, or just that the bullet missed vital organs, and she survived as a result. It's assumed that both Anna and Adriano have both died though, as they've served their purpose in this movie. But then again, we could all be wrong and there could be another twist at play here. Now, about the movie. We all know why we tuned in for the first time. The first movie, although terribly written and with subpar acting, delivered somehow in the sex scenes. Despite the horrible loud pop soundtrack, highlighting this must be horrible. If the previous movie overdid it with the soundtrack, this one takes it to another level of obnoxious. This sequel is one big music video, with random, often silly, poorly edited sex scenes stitched together. In between, bizarre frolicking montages that serve no purpose other than stretch out the screen time due to the lack of actual storytelling. They outdid themselves by making the sequel even less of a movie than the first one. There's no build-up, no sensuality, no decent choreography, just the two leads humping in several locations with horrible, wordy reggaeton music in the background, completely unfitting to set any mood. 24 songs every 4 minutes seems a bit wild. Seems like someone from the editing team wanted to include their favorite Spotify party playlist at all cost. Then drama rolls in and Laura behaves like another Mary Sue, being mad at her husband for cheating on her, of course, not because he kidnapped, drugged, cut her off from her family, threatened and sexually assaulted her at any given chance. We're over the kidnapping thing in this movie. There are bigger issues here, and nope, none of that has anything to do with Massimo's dirty ways and complete disregard of autonomy and consent. This franchise does not understand what these things are. If they did there, we could have had some storyline. Laura has wet dreams about the gardener/rival gangster now, who cares about any conflict or character development. She's there to get passed around like a plaything, having zero agency and being controlled by anyone with a penis and a gun. Your body, your choice, our asses. Oh look, we get to see Laura naked a lot again, straight female demographic that this saga is appealing to. Mickey is as hot as ever, yet we don't see much of his naked glory, and he can't act to save his life either. It's a lose-lose situation. The garbage plot is so ridiculous that average Telemundo Productions could have a chance at an Emmy Award. We lost it at the contrived twin brother drama storyline. Seriously, did a toddler come up with this nonsense? Michelle Morone's hilarious interpretation as the scorned brother provided some needed entertainment in what seems the biggest trash Netflix has put out yet, and there's more to come. If they can't deliver semi-decent sex scenes, what else is there for viewers to anticipate? Laura's deadpan expression? Massimo's cringe-worthy staring and lip-smacking? The materialism overload in each scene? The toxic, creepy cues in every dialogue? We know one thing for a fact: Netflix created a bad 50 Shades ripoff, and should not be doing this anymore. With the horror reviews on every website from all critics, they will definitely think twice before diving in this genre ever again. We hoped you liked this video, and if you did, please smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. And as always, we will see you at the next video. At last, what do you think? Should Netflix continue making movies like these?